Hey yogis, are you suffering with stress and tension at the moment? Then this class is for you. We're going to practice a Yin Yoga class specifically to release tension and stress from the body and the mind. So you're going to need all the props that you need for a Yin Yoga class, which could be your blocks, your bolster, cushions, blanket, whatever you need to practice a Yin Yoga class. So when you're ready, just join me on the mat. Hey yogis, so welcome to this Yin Yoga practice. And we're going to start straight away in child's pose. So open the knees, mat width distance apart, bring the big toes to touch, come and sit on your heels. And then release the forehead on the mat, extending the arms forward. So this might be already challenging for some of you, and if that's the case, you can already grab hold of your block and then place it under the forehead. So find what works for you. You could also place maybe a cushion on the belly, just fill in the gaps between your body and the floor. Just finding your edge. So your edge should be between a 4 and a 5. So just to remind you, in a Yin Yoga class, if 0 is no sensation and 10 is sharp pain, you should be between a 4 and a 5. You still need to feel sensations, but not intense, so you can hold the pose for a few minutes. So that's the first Yin principles. The second one is to hold the pose. And the third one is to be still. So be still on a physical but also on a mental level. So now just relax in this pose. Soften into that pose. Releasing any muscle tension. And paying attention to your breath. So throughout this class, I would like you to breathe in and out through the nose into the belly. Making your in-breath equal to your out-breath. With long, slow and deep breaths. And now observe the sensations. Where can you feel these sensations in your body? And maybe in your legs, in your lower back, maybe the middle of your back, on the upper back. Might even be in the shoulders, in the neck. Just soften into that pose.
Come back to your breathing. Let's take 2 more long deep breaths. On your next in-breath, slowly slide the hands underneath the shoulders, pushing against the mat, just slowly lift the chest up. Be very mindful when you come out of a pose. The transitions are as important as the pose themselves. It's very important that we move mindfully and be conscious of every move we make. And now you're just going to come and sit on the mat. Bring the feet in front of you. Sole of the feet touching. And again, grab hold of your blocks. Use as many as you need, maybe your cushion or your pillows. Place them in front of you to come into your butterfly pose. And then slide the hands underneath the legs and rest your forehead on top of your block. So round the spine. As you know, no muscles are required in Yin. We're just using gravity to pull us down and stretch the ligaments, the tendons, the fascias. So soften in that pose, making sure the palm of the hands is facing up so there's no temptation to push against the floor. Take the time to notice the sensations in your body. Maybe every time you breathe out, you can release tension and stress. And if thoughts come into your mind, just come back to your breath. Make sure it is the same, long, smooth and deep. If it's not the case, then you've gone too far and it's not an issue. You can just pull back by adding some blocks or cushions. And if, on the other hand, you're not feeling any sensations, maybe you can remove a block out of the way and go a little bit further down. Making sure you stay within your range, within your 4 and 5. Where are you feeling the sensations? Are you feeling only physical sensations, or are you feeling anything else? And then come back to your breath. Let's take 2 more long deep breaths. And I turn the palms of the face so it faces down. Bring the hands closer to you to push against the mat to lift the chest up very slowly. Take your time. And then let's put the blocks to the side. You may still need them, so keep them close by. And then let's come on our back. So you can bend the knees and roll onto your back gently. And now extend the left leg, bend the right knee. Place the left hand on top of the right knee. And then bring the right knee over to the left, but keep the chest facing the ceiling. Try to keep both shoulders in contact with the mat.
So you might be able to bring right knee all the way down if you need to. If you place a
Block underneath the right knee. Maybe you need 2 blocks. Maybe you need also a cushion. Just make sure you're finding your edge. And then if you can, it's optional, you can bend the left knee, grab hold of the left foot with the right hand to come into cat chasing its tail position. So always take your time to find your pose, finding your edge. So you can hold the pose now and be still for the next few minutes. I recommend you close your eyes and soften in that pose, releasing any muscle tension. And just take your time to pay attention to the sensations, which can be physical, they can be emotional, mental. And whatever comes up for you, just let it happen.
You might be releasing some blocked emotions. So whatever happens, let it happen. Don't try to analyze. And as usual, pay attention to your breath. And then come back to your breath. Now let go of the left foot. Extend the left leg on the mat and then gently roll back onto your back. So again, be very gentle. And then come into your corpse pose, lying on your back. Legs extended, feet dropping to the side, arms alongside the body. And observe the sensations following this pose. Is there a difference between one side and the other? And now let's go on to the other side. So bend the left knee. If you were using props on the other side, maybe you want to use them on this side, but again it might feel different on this side. So let's come first into the pose. So bring the left knee towards the chest, place the right hand on top of the left knee, bring the left knee over to the right. As I say, you can use a prop, the same props. Maybe it's going to be easier on this side, it's going to be more challenging, so adjust, use what you need to use to find your edge. Making sure both shoulders stay in contact with the mat. And now if you want, you can bend the right knee, grab hold of the right foot with the left hand to come into cat chasing its tail. Just soften your entire body. And maybe you can notice differences between this side and the other one. Really pay attention to what's happening in your body. What sensations you're feeling? Are they only physical? And if thought starts coming into your head, which is perfectly normal, don't worry about it. Just come back to your breath, making sure you're still breathing in and out through the nose into the belly, making nice, long, deep and smooth breath. If you become aware, conscious of tension or stressful thoughts, pattern, just release them now. This is really your opportunity to let go. To let go of what doesn't serve you. For your well-being. Still paying attention to your breath. Now release the right foot, extend the right leg, and then slowly roll back onto your back. Coming into Savasana again, corpse pose. Just taking the time to notice the effect of the pose we just did, the effect on it on both sides of the body. And then just roll onto one side and then come into a seated position. Just extend the legs in front of you. Remove the flesh out of the way. Bring the blocks between your legs. So you may need one block, maybe you may need two. Just again, find what works for you. And then gently rest your forehead on top of the block. Bring the arms alongside the body, palms facing up. Coming into your caterpillar pose. Just relax any tension in the legs, in the arms, in the back, in the neck. Completely softening in that pose. We're doing a lot of forward folds to
trigger the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the rest and digest nervous system. This is the one that sends the signal to the brain to relax, to stay calm. And by paying attention to your breath, making sure it is long, deep and smooth into the belly, that also sends a message to the brain that everything is okay. We can relax and stay calm. This is time for yourself, nothing else to do but to look after yourself. Notice the sensations. Whether they are physical, mental, emotional. Just really pay attention to what is happening for you in this pose. And maybe if you don't feel any sensations anymore, you can remove the block and maybe lower a little bit further down, coming closer to the floor. Take one more long deep breath. And then turn the palms of the hands to face the mat. Gently walk the hands back toward you to lift the chest up. Please remember to move very mindfully. Move the blocks out of the way. Again, bend the knees and then gently roll onto the back. keep the knees bent, making sure they're hip distance apart, and make sure you can just scrape the heels of your feet with your fingers. On your next in-breath, push the feet, lift the hips, and then place a block underneath the tailbone. So make sure, find the height that works for you. It could be the lowest one, could be the medium or the highest. Just make sure it's placed carefully so you can fully soften in the pose and relax. Keep the arms alongside the body. So you can either keep the legs as they are, or if you want, you can let the knees drop to the side, bring the sole of the feet together. And fully relax in this pose. So again, in this pose, you're trying to bring the heart to be higher than the head, to send the signal to our brain, to kick in the parasympathetic nervous system. And relax. Take the time to notice the sensations in your body. Maybe you can scan your body, starting from the toes all the way to the top of the head. And now take the time to notice your breath. Come back to your breath. And now place your right hand on your right thigh, the left hand on the left thigh, and then gently bring the knees back up. Open the feet again, hip distance apart. Pushing with the feet, lift the hips higher than the blocks, and then gently remove the block out of the way. And then one vertebra at a time, release the spine back down. Just lift the feet off the mat, place the hands on your knees. Just don't pull the knees too close towards the chest. Just let them drop towards your chest rather than you pulling them. And then place the feet back on the mat. Roll onto one side. And then come and rest on the belly. Come into your Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Opening the chest. Bringing the shoulder blades closer together. Looking forward and down or closing your eyes. Relax the muscles in your legs and your glutes. In your back and your arms and in your face. Just let the heart melt towards the mat. Pay attention to your breath. Make sure it is the same. Notice what is happening for you in this pose. Because we've opened the heart quite a lot, there might be some emotions coming up. Just let them come. Welcome whatever happens. Now just gently, slowly release your forehead on the mat. Take the time to notice the effect of this last pose in your body, in your mind. And then now slowly turn back on your back to come into your final relaxation. It's extremely important to come into Shavasana after your Yin practice, to allow your body to integrate everything we've just done. Again, scan your body, noticing the changes, what has changed, what hasn't changed, compared to when you first came on the mat. notice if you are calmer, more grounded, more at peace. Scan your body one last time, noticing the new sensations. When you're ready, just roll onto one side, preferably the right side. Use your hands as a pillow. When you're ready, and only when you're ready, use your left arm to come back into seated position of your choice. Just find a comfortable seated position. You can keep your eyes closed, bring your hands in Namaste or prayer, placing your thumbs in front of your heart. And now bow your head to your heart and push your heart towards your head, using your fingers to make sure they work well together. Thank you so much for practicing with me today for this stress release Yin class. I hope you're feeling a lot better now and more grounded, calmer. And I want to thank you so much for practicing with me today. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, and I'm sure I will see you again very soon. Namaste.